Olimpo squad versus Eternal, and we're gonna start on Out in the Open. We're knockout. You don't get any second chances. Eve and Angelo banned out this time, so you won't get any brawler that can walk over one on the left hand side. You don't get a second chance for this one either. That's gonna be clipped. Uber.
Okay. Good impression, though.
Do your worst, I guess. I didn't even know the Crow made that sound, honestly. I can never hear it over the music. Crow's very powerful right now, and he's not just a hypercharged bot, right? Feels like the buffies have really enhanced, especially the power of his gadgets and star powers. He's so annoying to deal with, and under hypercharged conditions, he has a main shot that actually is like really high damage up front, not just that ticking poison. Here's the Gus. I'll allow it. I do think it's just quite ubiquitous on this map type. It's really the rest of the comp that you build around it. I want to see like a high-risk, high-reward brawler that's really benefits from that durability of Gus to get into the map, make a play, and then take the bull by the horn, so to speak.
Okay, and the Bell as well. Bell, I think, should be pretty useful against like a Jaeyon, for example. You know, something to take their early position here and out in the open, get in mid, set up. Note that like Gina's not here, Bell isn't going to be possible to counter that, but it should still be pretty useful in the long-range matchup. Notice that also Pearl has been a repeat offender on this map throughout the day, and it's a great way to deal with Pearl because, look, you outrange her, you're going to line up those shots. She's slow, and then you can mark her. She's guaranteed to take more damage. It's a preemptive counter, and I think it's quite weak in close range, so if this is the vehicle for a tank, I'm all here for it from OLIMPO squad.
I do want to point out something we didn't really talk about yet. It's actually not Ice Crow playing for OLIMPO squad in this monthly final. It's Melodias. So it's going to be super interesting, especially for you and mine predictions, Uber. We said OLIMPO squad is going to take this one. They're playing with a sub. Let's see how well that goes.
Yeah.
Byron is going to be picked up here on the left side. Last pick, Pearl, as you mentioned already, picked up so often in SA today.
Outside of picking a name from a really bad animated copy, Meliodas also has been around. Seven Deadly Sins is garbage. If you watch that anime, like I have a long list of suggestions. Some of them include other anime, some of it includes therapy. He has been on like a lot of top teams, like and ringed for them. I think he was on SKC last year, like right at the beginning of the year before they actually put that roster together, or before they were BC Gaming. So don't worry. Like if there's one player that knows the ins and outs of this region, it's definitely Meliodas. I'm not concerned about that. I kind of like this setup as well. Now you do have a brawler that can be a bit more of a bully that can really benefit from that healing of the Byron. But I think the Squeak, we've got the Squeak and Gus comp. We're doing it, so I hope maybe you're going to spam reverse polarity and get bell damage to get into the map. You just don't give up the choke. Just maintain that map control.
Yeah, we'll see how they make their way into mid. Everyone, it's a rematch. Eternal and OLIMPO squad in the quarterfinals once more. Though Eternal made it a lot further. They beat OLIMPO squad, and they took the whole darn thing. Last month, we'll see if they can do it again with a strong start. They've already taken over mid control. That residue in the main way of getting into mid is so troublesome for OLIMPO squad. They even said, no, surely they don't get like the budget Crow Super, the welfare Crow Super on the left side. But he's threatening it.
Okay, so we have a different gadget choice here for the Squeak in this game as opposed to the previous one where we had the wind up. This residue is very powerful in controlling the choke even further. It does feel win more a little bit. Golden is going to be slowed up here though, of course, by that Jubileo Super, and pretty quickly dragged off his horse. Good start here for Eternal, but it all begins with that great map control assumption.
So let's see the residue once more. I'm looking for it right now. Eternal haven't managed to rush out the gates just like they did last time. Meliodas shifted way over to the left side. He gets the burn on Jubileu. That's a kill confirmed as he falls all the way back. Yeah, by the heat of the oven, mind you. And that heat's going to be building up once more. We'll see him shift over to the right side. OLIMPO squad just, okay, so it happened off screen, but he broke open the wall for easier entrance to mid. Really huge issue for Golden that first round that will now be eased.
I also like this comp for OLIMPO squad. Every single brawler has ticking damage that persists, so it's harder for Eternal to actually heal up and get back into the map. And very quickly, that shield has burnt down. Motep will cease to exist here. Now OLIMPO squad not only have won a round, but they've also found a way into the map for free with this wall break.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Something that Eternal don't have is a way of getting into mid quickly, but they have a way of shutting down one of these chokes. Just Jubileu needs to have that gadget ready. Here comes a super. It's going to impact Golden, in fact, and the slow is here. Coway would love to get the takedown, but he's got the mark on Meliodas. It's all he really needs. Plenty of damage here from Grabal as Jubileu is forced back. Not quite the kill confirm that you would usually reserve that Byron Super for. On the right side, Golden gets the press press forward, make it 2 kills for both Meliodas and Bravell. The confident jump forward from Golden to secure the game. We'll see Olimpo squad start off the game with a bang.
Olimpo squad, I'm telling you guys, nicely done. And again,
early.
The bell mark on the Pearl is fine, but remember that heat shield is also damage reducing. So the mark is damage amplifying, damage reduction there. So it's not always the best brawler to target with that ability. And it was a hypercharge used to that effect. So now, of course, we'll go with a reset. Now down to our second round. The map won't be broken up as much. There won't be that easy access yet for Olimpo's squad.
Note the lack of residue, but here comes Jubilee to replenish it once more. They won't be able to get over to that left side, and Eternal will get to take up a ton of space. What Jubilee was lacking is any cover to hide behind. He's going to need that barrel pretty badly, as Motep is forcing things up mid. It's getting a little bit easier. Look at all the pressure on Golden on the top side. One more shot from Bell would do it, but Bravell is keeping him barely alive. It should be an easy kill for Motep. Wants to go forward and auto-aim, which he will get. In fact, Bravell gets a kill on the right side, which just, a little penny for your troubles. They weren't going to win this one.
No, yeah, exactly. I think they found themselves with the Crow stranded in the middle part of the map, and Bravell had to spend all of his time trying to heal up that Crow and didn't do any damage. So Meliodas here, obviously, with no Pearl, very dangerous in these later rounds, but having to go 1v2 against two of the most annoying brawlers in the game with the gas starting to close in means that Meliodas would simply prefer a quick exit from this round if possible.
Yeah, ordinarily you would actually retreat back to the back lines and just dine the poison, but Meliodas wanted to get a super so he could break that wall on the left side, and I don't even think he hit a single cookie on the enemy, so not the greatest there. He ended up getting a bunch of super. Look at Bell, has the hypercharge now. Could mark Meliodas right now if she wanted. If it weren't for Golden pressing up confidently from the right side, he's got that very fast movement speed, so it makes it much easier for him to win this right lane, at least as far as positioning. But Eternal aren't out of moves just yet. They still have the Bell hypercharge. They still have Motep's best super.
They've got to hit some of these shots. So there it is, the overcooked gadget doing that sort of ticking damage over time on Jubilee. But Meliodas has to make use of that super in a bit of a weird way, just to try and avoid getting taken down. Yes, they've opened another way into the map, but they are struggling now to fight through that residue. They can't come forward. You can see that squeak gadget's going to be a big problem. Golden tries to dive on in. Bravell, they're going to be caught inside some more of that squeak damage. And Meliodas has really struggled to find himself in a position to command attention, let alone do damage. Trying to play the middle part of the map, but you see much of that heat is being used up by Meliodas, who's trying to spam their way into a position of respect. Bravell going to go down here, of course, to that super. Meliodas not long for this world either. It's like night and day. Eternal much stronger on the second run.
I still wonder when we're going to see that traditional lineup of Byron healing a Pearl to the enemy side.
Yeah.
I feel like we see that quite a lot. Looks like the combo was more often actually the Crow being healed up, because he just does a lot of stuff. That's the highest priority brawler on your team. As long as